What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. Thank you for being here as always. As per usual, I'm doing more run requests today because, like I've been saying this whole time, I'm so backed up on them. I have a lot I gotta do, so I'm very excited to just continue diving into these things. And you guys, funnily enough, when I was like talking about how like the only thing that would steer me away from a run request is Davy Jones, people were then like, all right, then let's just do some Davy Jones requests then. And someone just flat out requested Davy Jones, and then someone requested a Soar Davy Jones. And then I got Davy Jones and did neither. Well, I guess I technically did the just Davy Jones one, but I didn't do the Soar Davy Jones one, which that's only because I was already doing a stun monkey request, and like, you know, I didn't want to leave that person's request in the dust. So yeah. This is going to be more about more run requests. Now, I know I have a swordsman run. I hope to God I put it in the freaking notepad file. Let me look. I'm not so sure. God dang it. God, I'm so bad. I did not put it in. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. I do have a mummy run request that I've been meaning to get around to for a long time. About Ginny's Chain Sickle and Mummy. I wonder if we can do that this episode. The concept behind this is very interesting. I don't know how good it is. It's interesting enough though to make it worth trying. When the person first requested it to me, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then the more I thought about it, I was like, okay, that actually kind of makes a little bit of sense. Because the idea behind Mummy that I don't think a lot of newer players recognize is he doesn't really work with attack speed. This is a skull that the more you hit the attack button, the faster it fires. And it can fire very quickly if you're fast enough. And I caught onto it that like if you jump in the air with Ginny Chain Sickle, with the Mummy, you fire that like crazy fast. So it's an interesting run request. I don't know if it's good or not. It's kind of similar. It's like a very similarly existing idea to my meme projectile build, I think, a little bit, which is, I guess, me saying I think it maybe is a little on the meme-y side. But it's not so much centered around like actually using the Mummy's mechanics, like his weapons or his magic. It's more like you're just kind of like taking like a weird aspect about the Mummy, the fact that he fires his gun very quickly if you just click, and using that to your advantage. So I guess that's what's gonna potentially be happening on this run if we're fortunate enough to find Ginny's Chain Sickle. Sorry to the person who requested the swordsman run. Sometimes I just get busy and like just forget to add stuff to my folder where I add all of the run requests at, or my notepad file. It's actually completely possible that I took a screenshot of the request itself and then just forgot to put it into the notepad file, but I'll add it in there. It's not hard to find the swordsman, so like I'll add it in like probably tonight, and then another time I will do that run request. So I shouldn't go full meme projectile even though I just picked up Thieves Armor, because we literally just did that. But also at the same time, it just kind of makes sense to pick up Thieves Armor if you're playing Mummy. It's really good on it. So if we're going to be going the Mummy route, I'm going to take this. But I won't be taking like after image or anything like that. But I mean, this will just allow me to show just the raw power of this skill, or I mean this item. I don't think there's a lot of people who aren't familiar with how powerful Thieves Armor is, but it is like up there in my opinion with items like why am I blanking here? A Gunpowder sword and invisible knife. Though I don't think everyone agrees with me there, but it is certainly like very good. Anything that can scale off of your crit percent is like usually pretty damn good. So I guess that'll also be a side thing on this episode. You do not need rapidity. You do not need attack speed on a Mummy build such as this because it doesn't do anything. And I hate Kendo Stick. Like, I don't think I've made it too much of a secret why I don't like Kendo Stick, but if anyone's curious, Kendo Stick is not a bad item. In fact, it's pretty good, but it's not good enough. And it's really hard to swap off of the Kendo Stick once you pick it up because you really want that attack speed most of the time, you know? Like, it's useful to have that. But it's also like it literally only upgrades your attack speed, so it's not like, it's just annoying to have it because once you have it, it's hard to get rid of, and it's hard to like find something that can replace it if you're relying on your attack speed, and that shit just aggravates the fuck out of me. So I usually don't pick up Candlestick where I can avoid it, especially if I don't need it. Like I don't need it right now, and I'm definitely not going to force my run to endure that pain of having the Kendo Stick. So no thank you, Kendo Stick. Maybe another day. Hopefully not, though. I'm not your biggest fan. So this is actually a Carpal Tunnel Skul the Hero Slayer percent, because it is not easy to click this much, because I have it bound to my click button. But I don't think it would be easy no matter what it was bound to. I think one of the biggest complaints about Skul the Hero Slayer is there's not an auto fire setting, and I agree with that. I think that's a weird accessibility oversight that the devs haven't included in the game yet. It should definitely be in the game. I think some people don't like it. Like it's not my biggest complaint on in Skul, but I'm also fortunate enough to have pretty like you know, I'm able-bodied and like my hands work just fine. And I know that's not the case with everyone, so you know, it should definitely be in the game for people who need it, and hopefully the devs add it eventually. I feel like they will. I feel like accessibility is becoming more of like a thing, like a conversation in gaming. So you know, hopefully the devs get around to it. It certainly should exist in Skul. So like this is not a run for the faint of heart. You know, like this is a freaking. It is not easy to keep up the pressure when you're using these like pressing the attack button this often. What's happening? Okay, I guess I'll take these, but the dash on the mummy is one of the worst dashes in the game, so that is a very short-term grab here. Just a little bit of a power boost because we're gonna need it, I think, at least. You know, the mummy, the basic mummy is very, very, very weak. It's looking like we're gonna get our rarer mummy at least, but I've said this before and I will say it again. I actually consider like the most like basic quality mummy, which is rare. I consider rare mummy the worst Skul in the game, potentially. Like it's very, very, very bad. Kind of verging on unusable. Most people see this and probably walk away from it thinking the mummy is horrible, and they don't even try and upgrade the mummy, missing out on one of the best and most fun Skuls in the whole game. Because like legendary mummy is awesome. I don't think anyone at this point can deny that. Like legendary mummy is one of the best Skuls in the whole game. Currently, I would say the strongest run on my entire channel is a legendary mummy run. But you have to get past this to get there, and I imagine a lot of players are turned off by it when they see how weak the base form of the mummy is. I think the devs should give him access to some weapons at this stage. That would certainly go a long way in helping him. So far, I haven't seen any partner Skul I'm interested in, like at all. What would I be interested in? That was a really good question I should be asking myself. And right now, I don't have an answer. Could be anything. Preferably something with projectiles, but there's not a lot. Like, it really is slim pickings when it comes to this. Maybe the Hunter, though, actually could be a good one. Because we're already kind of going down some crit route here. And, oh, by the way, look at Yggdrasil's HP bar. It's hilarious. Like, this is just kind of the stupid shit you do with this build. Or just like mummy builds where you rely on the speed of his basic attack. It certainly, like, obviously against Yggdrasil, it's funny. Also, wait, whoa! Where are the platforms? What's happening? Where are my platforms? What the? Okay, this is, what? I'm so confused. Are they not going to show up? Whoa, what the hell is happening? I've never seen this. I swear to God, I've never seen this in all my time playing this game. Were they there in phase 1? Did I just, like, not notice? There's supposed to be 2 platforms on the sides here that, like, appear and allow you to stand on them and attack. That is so fucking weird. I've never seen that. What do we got? Unknowns. Oh. So I don't think I'm taking the unknown seed. I see this approaching death here, and that seems pretty fun. Even if I go like poison 2. I could even just go poison 1. Like, this could be enough. Though, actually, you know what? I could actually take the syringe on this episode. which is an item I was kind of dissing in my last poison episode. The syringe would be really good here because I'm not going to be using my abilities that much as like a very basic attack focused mummy. So I could definitely make really good use of the spread that gives me. And just kind of build a little bit into Misfortune. Maybe Hidden Blade, who knows. But I have options now, and Approaching Death is like especially good because it amplifies your damage by quite a bit if it's if an enemy is poisoned while you're attacking them. So pretty good stuff. Also, now we don't have to mash quite as hard, but it also slows down the rate at which my my Thieves Armor works. So as you can see, the Thieves Armor is a lot slower when you're not using your basics. It's one of those weird mummy quirks. Mummy's a very strange skull. Like normally, like I was saying, its base form is terrible. Though I should have given the caveat while I was explaining that. If you're on a run like this in particular, it could be quite good. Also, there is the Hunter I was talking about, and I do stand by that. I think this is a good partner for this build, so let's bring him. I've been long overdue for a Hunter run too. I do have some Hunter specific runs that were requested. I will get around to them, don't worry. Especially the strike build. Like I'm not putting that off for any reason in particular for the person who requested it. If you're watching my videos regularly, I'm very excited to get around to that. It just you know, the early game usually dictates the way I'm gonna build my run, and I just haven't seen it on a run yet where I've like gotten it and been like, okay, yeah, this can be the strike Hunter build. So we'll get around to it. It just is going to take a little bit. But for this build, we're going to enjoy just some weirdness here. Also, as you can see, even with this, it's slower than if I was just using my normal basics. So, yeah, Mummy is very strange. He's a very weird skull. And I think everyone always kind of knew that. Like, the skull is just weird itself. Like, it doesn't change its appearance as it upgrades, which a lot of people complain about. I'm pretty sure it's like very like dedicated to being a Metal Slug reference, and I've never played Metal Slug, but I guess like the Mummy and Metal Slug always looks the same. I don't know. There certainly has to be a reason why it's like this, and I'm pretty sure it just has to do with it being a Metal Slug reference. So wasn't there like there was like a vein here or something? Let me crack a water real quick. By the way, I can tell my throat's being a little weird. There we go. Always stay hydrated, no matter what. All right, so, ooh. Okay, so I see this here. I'm certainly going to take it. Okay, I see this here too. We're getting into a little bit of strike memes here. Oh my god, okay, well there's Fulgent Dawn. Good fucking lord. I can get rid of this. So, maybe the Hunter's wooden longbow was a mistake because, I mean, I just don't know how much I'm going into crit, right? Like, though we do have Hidden Blade now, so I guess we are going pretty decently into crit here. I don't want this to look too much like my my last Mummy video, though, where it was very much crit oriented. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna. I'm definitely building towards the Ginny Chain Sickle. So very important that I keep my mind on that. But like I keep getting distracted by all these shiny cool items, you know, like I see a Hunter's Wooden Longbow on a Mummy run and a Hunter run especially, and I'm like, please just let me have that. Like that sounds cool. I'll do that. You know, can't look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh man. Okay, we're getting to a point to where I'm a little too strong to be just kind of willy-nilly attacking my enemies, and because I'm trying to farm some kobold here at the same time. You're getting attacked. Oh, that was... Did you see that timing, dude? I'm so good at this game, bro. You're not ulting. Stop it. You're not ulting. She tried, man. She was really close, too. God damn it. Hunter's boots fucked me there. I'll just break this for some shards, but we are a little behind on our shards. Normally around this point, I'd like to be a little further ahead than we are, so... Hopefully that changes. Excuse me, I wanted to drink some tea. It's getting a little cold, and I don't want to drink cold tea, so... Sir, you are getting... You are getting kobolded. There was nothing in the world that would stop me there from kobolding him. Also, freaking the like iframes on the fire from my bomb there were just like there was none of them, and like I could just like constantly shoot thieves throwing stars out of them. What are these actually called? Ninja stars. Yeah, I called them throwing stars, but they're ninja stars. Freaking, I got Naruto brain, okay? Oh, hey, watch out, ladies. I can't wait for hard modes. That just reminded me of like the teaser enemies we were shown so fucking long ago at this point about the Act 2 maids that we saw. They added some new maids, which is going to be so sick to see those in action. We are very, very, very much overdue for a dev blog, man. I'm really hoping that they aren't done with those and we get one soon. I'd love to see more progress on hard mode. Would be a shame if we didn't get any more. I love the dev blogs, man. And it's impossible to say, like I was talking about this in a previous video, who's at fault here for the lack of communication from Southpaw, if it's NeoWiz or Southpaw themselves. Personally, I'm thinking it's Southpaw, but I don't know, you know. Hopefully it's not them, because they used to communicate with us a lot more than they do now. Oh! Okay, let's do another head throw here. Also, we do have the slime here. I didn't acknowledge him, but he's there. And we can do some pretty interesting things here. I think we should get rid of some of the items we don't want to do, which would include this. Hardly knew you. And I also don't want to do this, so let's see what we get here. Any of these would be sick. Like, literally any of them. Okay. Oh, good lord. Oh my god, that's actually insane, dude. 60% amplification against poisoned enemies. The only issue is now, I'm at a very awkward poison count. We could get a legendary here, for the record. Or it's either that or my laptop is lagging out of its mind. And it's my laptop lagging out of its mind. Good. Good, good, good. That's great. Thank you, laptop. If it keeps up this, like, laggy business, I'll just pause the recording and come back later. Alrighty, we are back. Hopefully, permanently this time. I think my laptop is done with whatever it was doing, so I hopefully don't have to worry about it for a while again. So let me familiarize myself with what we had here. What we had here is pretty crazy, so we're on a pretty decent run right now. Oh shit. Do I do it? Do I do it? See, the only issue is I don't want this to turn into meme projectile. I don't want it to do that. However, what is our crit at? 25%? I don't think we're going to go fully into crit on this build. I think we're just going to stick with misfortune. So what I'm thinking is, it might be worth it to get rid of the Hunter's Wood and Longbow, because I'm not going into strike at all, and I'm not going into misfortune. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to sell that, get this. I don't think I should refresh again, because there's nothing I'm willing to sell off if I do get something I want. So let's just move on. Decent shop overall, I would say. None of those items that were on the pedestal I wanted either. Though I maybe should have considered the acceleration sword or whatever it's called. It's a decent arms item. We do need arms still. So that could have been worth considering, but eh. It's a resounding eh from me. I don't know about you guys. It's not a bad item though. It's a good item. Actually, there's two items that are kind of like acceleration swords. This one's called, God, the good one is the rapid acceleration one, where it's like the higher your attack speed, the more the effect of the item goes off. The other one is not quite as good, though I forget what it's called. It's one we just saw. Don't know what it's called though. It's really, really long name, so you can't even blame me for not knowing what it's called. It's like a ridiculous name that's just really, really long. Go ahead and spawn in, fellas. Go ahead. Oh, wait, that didn't kill him? You gotta be joking. I guess our attack is not that high, so maybe I should have considered that more before I wasted my cobalt and didn't get a gold vein out of it. I guess it wasn't so much a waste. Waste is a strong word. Oh, shit, you're getting cobalted out your ass, son. Come here. Go ahead, do your thing. Thank you for the gold vein, sir. I appreciate it. On this run, I am trying to consider if I would take Gunpowder Sword. I'm not sure. See, the unfortunate thing about Explosive Arrow versus Gunpowder Sword, for some reason, the devs are like completely okay with Gunpowder Sword being ridiculously overpowered, and they always have been. They've just been like, eh, you know, it is what it is. With Explosive Arrow, they've like been very scared of it. Like, it used to be apparently very, very strong, and then they nerfed it and made it true damage for a very long time. And in 1.5, they changed it and made it better. But the thing about Explosive Arrow is it has a cooldown, whereas Gunpowder Sword doesn't. And I think the way the devs justify it in their mind is like, with Gunpowder Sword, you have to be up close and personal with the enemy. But with Explosive Arrow, you can stay as far away from them as you want and still get the full effect of it. So we've made Explosive Arrow weaker to justify the power of Gunpowder, or to justify its power of not having to be right in front of the enemy to use it. But that is not a limiting factor with a Gunpowder Sword, as we all know. It's one of the most overpowered things in the entire game. It doesn't matter if you're right up in front of the enemy is still going to die. So I'd like to hear their their dev philosophy when it comes to why they're so afraid of making Explosive Arrow very powerful, but that's my best guess. And maybe I'm being an asshole and I'm completely off base, but I don't think I am. I think that's exactly why they're afraid of it. And in my opinion, unjustified, because like I said, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no limiting factor for Gunpowder Sword. It is very overpowered. No! Fucking Fulgent Dawn. I was trying to kobold farm her so bad. Fulgent Dawn coming in ruining everything, man. I wonder if Fulgent Dawn counts as a projectile. It probably doesn't. It's probably like an aura or something. Oh my god, I see Hope Slasher. What the fuck? And still no Ginny's Chain Sickle, which is unfortunate. The further we get into the game, the harder it will be to find it, because it's a rare. So it's not as hard as it used to be. Back in the day, I would always tell people, before 1.6 came out, I would say, never hold on to the Fulgent Dawn Dream for too long. If you have one piece of Fulgent Dawn and you get to Act 3 Part 2, you might as well get rid of your other piece. But that's not really the case anymore. Fulgent Dawn is so easy to get now. I don't tell people that. But it's still really hard to find any one specific rare you're looking for once you get to a certain point in the game. Not as hard as it is to find commons, but they're still they can be hard to find. So you should be careful how long you hold on to the dream of finding any one specific rare. Hopefully I get to do that person's run request this episode. I would feel pretty bad doing a mummy request or a mummy run without actually doing a run request with it, because I have so many mummy runs already on this channel. Also, we did get stationary shot and multi-shot, or not multi-shot. We got stationary shot and piercing shot, and I'm happy with both of these skills. So I'm actually not going to use this ability swap here. I'm not going to do it. I'm very happy with both of these. These are two very great hunter skills. So the more I think about it, the more I'm pretty sure I'm not going to take a Gunpowder Sword. For one reason only. I'm on a quest to show people that Hunter is a very good skull, even if you don't build into its crit percent. So we already have Thieves Armor, and we're going to have Misfortune a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to go further into Misfortune or crit than I already am. Just to kind of prove a point, even though I'm sure it won't exactly... Really, it's for Earl, because Earl still doesn't believe me when I tell him that that Hunter is a really good skull, so I want him to see it. Hopefully he sees it, but you know, it is what it is. A lot of people still, and not just Earl, a lot of people don't see how good a Hunter actually is. It's a very good skull, so this isn't exactly a Hunter focused run though, so I guess I'm not going to be fully showing it off, but I want to show it off at least a little bit. So I can skyrocket my gold gain here if I want to. I don't really have anything to pivot off is the thing. Like, my run's already getting pretty tight here. I got my courage going. I got my my poison going. This is so weird, by the way. I think I still need syringe. Do I want a forbidden sword? I don't think so. Not for this run, which is very strange to say. I'm sure a lot of people are scratching their heads, but it's not always a very super necessary thing to have on a run. Good lord, this shot blowed ass. What the fuck, dude? Can I please have something decent? That's decent, I guess. But it gets me into arms 3, which is awkward. But I'm also at hidden blade 3, which is still awkward. I need that syringe, which is also a rare, so I'm kind of spreading myself thin here with the rares I want. I still want Ginny's Chain Sickle, and I haven't seen it. Maybe this is not going to be the run for that. But like, what is this run if, in terms of run request, if not the Ginny's Chain Sickle run? Because like, it's just me like indulging in another Mummy run, right? Like, I'm just like giving into my urges to play Mummy because I love the Mummy so much, and not like I'm not furthering anything with this. That is, I mean, knowing how my brain works, you know, it makes sense, but I feel bad about it because this Ginny's Chain Sickle Mummy run has been sitting in my back pocket for a very long time at this point. I hope the person who requested it still watches my videos, you know, like, I like it when people do run requests. I don't want to, like, you know, leave people feeling as if, like, their run request was done in vain. I will get around to every run request someone does eventually, you know? Sometimes it just takes a while, especially with this completely out of the blue 1.6, which literally just like dropped in our laps out of nowhere. There was literally no lead up to it, except like 2 days in advance. If you want to be technical about it, 2 days before they dropped it, they're like, oh, hey, by the way, here's 2 new skulls and a bunch of changes to the game. So that just completely changed everything and like put all of my plans I had on the back burner. So is what it is. We're now back to run requests, so I just have to make up for the lost time. Get out of my way. Get piercing shotted. Okay, the ninja of all of the things in this game is not going to do a bunch of damage to me. Okay, he's so weak. You, my friend, are so insanely weak. You don't get the privilege of dealing a bunch of damage to me. Okay. What a ridiculously easy Act 3 adventurers. Okay, so that was actually a laggy legendary, unlike before. But I don't want any of these. Sorry, Predator fans, I'm not going to take them. We just did them. I'm much happier about these 2 skulls together than I am about bringing a Predator along. The one thing I am kind of a little iffy on is, like, this would be a very good run for Bone of Swiftness, and Bone of Swiftness gets better the more speed skulls you have, and we have 0. These are 2 balanced skulls. So that's a little asynergistic, but that's all well and good. I could have taken the Clown, though. The Clown would have been a good addition in terms of projectiles for this build, but I pretty much stand by every decision I've made, you know? Like, the Hunter is, like, a skull I've been wanting to bring along for a run for a while now. I saw the opportunity, I took it. Piercing shot. Get kobolded. I think there's... No, that was all of them. Unfortunate. More skull rooms, please. Thank you. Give me a natural legendary here. Oh, okay, we're in here now. So this is something I've been pointing out every time I come in here since 1.6. I am almost certain that this is glitched now. Like, these rooms are not working as intended. Look at this. Excuse me, by the way. These rooms are not working as intended. Those pillars became so much easier to kill. Seemingly out of nowhere. There's no shot that's intentional on the devs' part. Like, I would be shocked if they were like, okay, let's just nerf it into the ground. Now it's ridiculously easy. So that has to be a glitch. Hopefully they fix it eventually. No, we're not doing that. Oh, okay, there's the Bone of Swiftness, which I will take. But now this is really looking like my last Mummy run. Which I feel we gotta do something about that. I might get off the Bone of Swiftness because we don't have the speed skull to really make it pop off. So, though I guess we have like wait, no, was that? No, dude, was that Hunter? I mean, the werewolf and Mummy run also a poison run? I hope not, man. I can't remember. It all bleeds together after a while. I really hope not, because like and this is something I didn't admit in that run at the time, but I actually have 2 Hunter and werewolf and Mummy runs already on the channel. One of them is a magic werewolf and a magic mummy run, which is a very strange run. I recommend going and watch it if you're skeptical of such a concept. It was actually pretty powerful at the end, but okay, that is useless. Actually, it's not useless on the Hunter. The Hunter can make use of that. The Mummy can't as much, though. Okay, so we're getting a lot of skull shards all of a sudden out of nowhere, which is good. I did need them. I was talking about how I felt like I was behind. And now we're not. I would say we're ahead now. Or at least, we're on par. I have a feeling that this is going to be the Chimera door. So, I suppose we will be coming out of this, depending on what we get here, about on par. And it's not the Chimera door, but there's no more skull rooms, so. This has to be the Chimera door. But we could get like the Harpy or something. Nope. So we're on par, which is nothing to complain about. Par's good. I'll take it, you know? But I would like to be a little ahead. I'm definitely upgrading the Mummy first. I really want to get the Flamethrower in this episode. We fucked up in the last one where I did Mummy and didn't get it. And the Flamethrower is just like so insanely powerful. It's like so fun to use too. It's like probably the most fun thing the Mummy can do. Weapon Mummy is just fun in general though. Alright, Miss Chimera, what do you have? You're dead. Just letting you know ahead of time. Like I'm not afraid of you. Which, you know, I'm sure you expected me to be a little afraid, but I'm not. And you know, I am a little sorry about it. Like a little bit, because this is a boss that doesn't get on my nerves, you know? This is not Joan. I do feel a little bad when I obliterate the Chimera, because the Chimera is friendly and follows boss patterns and isn't RNG filled and not a complete nightmare like Joan. Interesting. I don't think I can do it though. I don't think this is the run for it. We could take... Nah, because our antique is on this, and we're not keeping this. So getting the Hand of Glory would certainly benefit me in the short term, but in the long term, it wouldn't do much, so. I could pick this up, but the problem is, it doesn't do much for me on this run, right? And it would sit me at Poison 3. Oh man, I don't know what to do about this run. This run feels so weird. Am I going Poison 4? Am I doing it? I guess I am. Like, is this just out of the clear blue nothing a poison run? Because, like, that's not what I was aiming for. I was definitely not aiming for that when I started this run. Like I said, I wanted this to be a Ginny Chain Sickle basic attack mummy run. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm just like, maybe I'm feeling poison. After we got the approaching death dupe, which obviously I was going to make use of. Now we just need the syringe, but the odds of us finding it are very low, which is really unfortunate. I would also take the corrupted heart. But yeah, we're doing poison stuff now. Welcome to the poison run, fellas, ladies and gents, and any and all. We are on this run, and it's not what I expected it to be, but we are here. I would really very much appreciate a flamethrower. I think I'm going to swap off of the basic attack shenanigans at this point, which means I might get rid of the thieves armor, which I'm not happy to say, but at this point I have to lean into something on this run, right? And this is just kind of like a great example of how Skul is. Skul is like a very RNG driven game because it's a roguelite, obviously. So like I have to go wherever the wind blows, and the wind is blowing poison on this run, so I think I'm feeling poison all of a sudden, you know? I don't know what it is about that poison shit, but I'm feeling that, you know? Die! No. Damn it, I was really hoping that I could kill that before it summoned its friends. Come on over here. Oh my god. Oh shit, did you see that though? Did you see that? What is our damage percent? Why is our damage percent so high? That's actually kind of crazy. I don't know where that's coming from. Well, let me look at my stats, okay? Let's look. This is great. This is great. And we do have courage. But everything else is weird. I don't know. Could have been poisoned, maybe? I genuinely couldn't tell you. Oh, okay, so they changed this. I don't know if, like, maybe there's some people who don't keep up with Skul a lot, but are familiar with it. This is no longer what you thought it was. Now it's kind of like, and I like to call it like a, if you've ever played Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one, there's like that fight in the labyrinth zone where you have to run away from the traps as you're trying to climb up the, oh my god! Oh, shit. What's happening? Wait, did we just cheese it? If you just, like, fall down and, like, and die, does that just make it, like, easier? I'm sure that it's coming up behind me again. But this reminds me of the labyrinth zone where you're running away from... Oh, wait, we're mummy. We don't... Okay, Skull. You know, you guys are the ones that gave mummy immunity to traps, okay? Like, I'm just gonna mosey on through here. But yeah, labyrinth zone, I could not get that out. My brain is just so, like, all over the place that I kept getting distracted. But, yeah, labyrinth zone. If you aren't familiar, you should play the classic Sonic games. They're great. But, that's labyrinth zone shit. And there's one that's literally vertical, too. So if you are familiar with it and you're like, Hax, that's maybe a little bit of a stretch. There's a vertical one that's even more like it. I will take the troll. No. No. Nope. If only we were on a... I guess we could take this. But I have no poison spread. That's the problem. Like, I need poison spread. I think I'm just gonna leave that there. I need to preserve my money for the next shop. But the odds of us finding... Maybe I should have taken that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that was a mistake. I guess I'll find out as I keep going along in this run. You're not summoning your friends. You are, though. I couldn't stop you. But that other fella, no. No friends for you. Give me the harpy, please. Don't dickhead legendary me, harpy. You're prone to doing that. I'm sick of it, by the way. You're like the meanest NPC in the whole game. You never show up when you're needed. You always show up when we don't need you anymore. Also, I should be using Mummy Ball more. Our magic is not that bad. Okay, it's not great, but it's not horrible. It's usable. Like, this is a perfectly usable magic total to at least occasionally bump out a magic Mummy Ball. I will be taking another one of these, thank you. I should also be using Hunter more. Like I said, I have something to prove when it comes to the Hunter. Whereas I think I've made my point many times about the Mummy and how good the Mummy is. And I think everyone, not everyone, but most people agree with me that the Mummy is good. So it's all about using the Hunter to prove my point. Also, god damn it. Well, the shotgun's good. I don't know why I'm complaining. The shotgun's a really good item. But I would much rather have this. Especially if we're about to go into the adventures, which we're not. But I want to bring that into the adventurer fight, so let's see if I can. I'll use the Hunter mostly here. If not almost exclusively, but I do have swap brain, so I might just swap without really thinking too hard about it. I would really enjoy to get a natural legendary, at least against the adventurers, so I can just... You survived. Unfortunate. I just realized one item I would really like to have is the pauldrons. I forget what... There's so many pauldrons in the game at this point that it's hard to keep up with all of them. But then there's the one that increases concentration speed and gives you courage and physical. I would 100% take those. That would help so much with this Hunter run. Oh my god, you gotta be joking. This has to be glitchy. There's no shot that the RNG, like, I have a feeling it's glitched like it was before, but in a different way. Because there's always a glitch in one way or another in Skul the Hero Slayer. And at this point, I'm convinced that it's that the RNG favors her showing up. Could be wrong, could be conspiratorial of me, but that's what I feel like. I just see her way too often. And I'm not going to bug report it, because for one, I don't think the devs look at bug reports regardless. But, I don't know if it's true or not, so. I guess you guys can let me know how often you see her. I would actually really be curious to hear that. But I have a feeling it's glitched. Okay, well... Oh, that's exactly right? Yeah, it is. I mathed it correctly there. We got exactly 100 bone shards. Good shit. So now we can upgrade our Hunter, and we don't have to worry about skull runes anymore, so. Now we have 2 legendaries, as we always do. Which, by the way... I know it's a hard sell for a lot of people. If you want your win rate to consistently skyrocket and just never struggle with Skull again, well, okay, you will probably still struggle a little bit with it, but if you want your win rate to absolutely just explode in terms of like how often you win, build 2 Skulls to Legendary. I can't give any higher advice to people. That is like the ultimate advice that you will get from this channel. I used to not be super good at Skull. I used to struggle. Once I started building 2 skulls to legendary, all of that changed, and I became very good at the game. Because swapping is powerful. And if you have 2 powerful skulls to swap into consistently, then you're just doing better, so. That's the advice I give to people. Like the main takeaway from this channel. And really the whole reason I started making YouTube videos to begin with is I wanted to show people how I play Skull. Because I play it very differently than everyone else I'm aware of. This is how you play the game, in my opinion. This is how it's meant to be played. And really, like, when you think of Skul the Hero Slayer, what sets it apart from other roguelikes? It's that you get to play 2 characters at the same time, basically. That's like Skull's selling point, and it's like all over the marketing for this game, you know? So, that obviously swapping is meant to be a big emphasis of Skull, so I think this is all by design. It's on purpose. Swapping is meant to be powerful, so there you have it. That's the sagely wisdom from Haxa, who is very good at Skul the Hero Slayer. Put it in your little pocket. Be on your merry way. Win Skul the Hero Slayer consistently like I do. And be a Skul the Hero Slayer legend. And then you can buy my TED Talk for being good at Skul the Hero Slayer, you know? And then I'll just do stuff like that from now on. No more YouTube videos. I'm just like a TED Talker, and I talk about being good at Skul the Hero Slayer. And it captivates the entire world, because everyone's so interested in being good at Skull. And I make millions. And then I'm just like a world-renowned celebrity, and I write a book on getting good at the basics. Skul the Hero Slayer for Dummies is what I'll call it. Very original. And everyone will love me. But in all seriousness, build 2 skulls. That was a decent bit, you know. That bit was okay. Maybe a little clumsy on the execution, but that's what this channel is all about. I'm a bit of a klutz, but we like to have fun here. Sir, get away from me. Get down here. Okay, I'm not gonna kill him. Save this for these guys. I was really hoping he would fall down when I started doing that, but he was firm on his feet, so screw me, I guess. Is this the shop? Yes, it is. So we don't have a lot of time left to get a good, consistent spread here, and this is the... We're probably not getting there. Sorry to let you guys down, but it's probably not happening. I need some good rares. Oh my god, well, I'm definitely taking that. Get rid of this. Well, I guess I kind of fucked myself here, huh? Yeah, I kind of fucked myself. I do want Poison 4, though. I do want it. Otherwise, this run's just weird. It's like the weird inscriptions run, where I didn't really build towards anything, but it still ended up being very powerful. What did I get rid of? That was a bone of swiftness. Why did my damage percent go down? Because I picked up more damage percent. I was at like 500 before. I'm very confused. Very confused. Just give me some item rooms, man. At least let me get one more poison item game. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. Come on. We've been through some stuff together, Skul the Hero Slayer. You and I, we've been around the block. You're dead. You're dead. God, this item is so insanely powerful. What is it called? I wish I could see it. But yeah, it's like a photon gun or something. But it's so insanely good. That's how I beat the first hero. If you watched my last mummy video, you're very aware. But the first hero got obliterated in my last mummy video to this. You're not summoning your friends. Don't even try. Also, I should have waited until I walked over here first, because there's a bunch of these guys that I could have waited to spawn in. But I mean, we still got so much done with just those 2 shots. The Thieves' Armor is still doing some pretty good work at this point in the game, by the way, if you can tell. I do want to swap off of it, though. I think it's kind of ran its course. At this point, I don't, especially when you get to the first hero, it falls off really, really hard. But literally, even up to like the climb in the first hero, the Thieves' Armor still puts in work. But against the first hero, it doesn't really do all that much. Also, I was kind of hoping to preserve my flamethrower there, but I fucking leapt backwards into the fucking thing there. Which, that's like the worst part about the Hunter swap, which is normally a very good swap. But it can occasionally like launch you off of a cliff into the void. Also, is this Joan? Damn it, Joan. God damn you. So we didn't even get Dickhead harpied. We got 0 harpied. Like, harpy just didn't even show up for this run. So many NPCs actually didn't show up. We got Misty Valley though, or not Mist. God damn it, Spokesman of the Mist. I get my fucking wires crossed sometimes with the games I play. So yeah, it's Joan time. Let's see how this goes. But I'm telling you, I'm not worried about this. I'm gonna kick her ass. All right, Miss Joan. What do you got this time? What are you cooking? Not worried about it. I'll let you know that much. But I'm still curious. We do have Troll here. I'm gonna nah, I'm not gonna do this. I was gonna say I'm gonna try and not move a muscle while I'm fighting her, but nah. That can get you into some real trouble. Oh. Okay, let's swap. Get some mummy action going, which by the way, for mummy doubters out there, I hope you saw that. Take note. God damn, the mummy is just so good. Okay, I thought I saw her moving there, but she wasn't. Okay, we're good. We have Troll again too, so let's try and burst her down a little bit here, but not convinced we're going to be able to. If only we had Orc, that would be so much easier. Oh god. See, that's the Hunter swap being annoying there. A very good swap effect itself, but can get you into some trouble. Not that we're in actually real trouble or anything. Okay, let's just keep going. Okay, and it is flamethrower time. She's fucked. Flamethrower's gonna obliterate her. The mummy's so small, he can just like stand there and not care, which is really funny. It's like a weird quirk of the mummy that is actually really good. But we definitely did not like do omega damage to Joan this time. She's holding pretty strong here against me. I guess I'll just kill this guy, but she's being very annoying. Please die, Joan. She should die here. Yes. She got killed by the flames. What a bozo. See ya, Joan. You suck. Alright. So this is going to be pretty big here. I want to get some decent stuff here. Well, none of this is good. All of this sucks. No legendary to break. Good lord. What the fuck, game? You just made a fool of me. You were just like, fuck you, hacks. You don't get shit. Break. And be on our way, I suppose. Oh, okay. I did not see that ammo crate there. What do I even want from this shop? I don't know. I would like to get a way to spread my poison easier, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We just realized we were on a poison run way too late. This run's so weird. Maybe I should take execute. I mean, I want to get rid of this and potentially this. No, this has heritage on it. This has heritage on it? Why? Why does this game always do this? There's heritage on so many things that don't make any sense. That makes zero fucking sense. What is heritage about that? This has heritage on it too. Why? None of this I want. Game, please. Oh my god, I'm getting fucked. No! Oh, that's poison 4. I will ditch this and take my poison 4. We got there! We did it! Poison 4! No way to spread it though. Which is actually the exact same as my last poison build. Good stuff. Though we did get this. These two items, this is just worth it in and of itself. Let's take a screenshot. I'm getting distracted. This is also a pretty good last pickup. Gives me a little bit extra damage percent. But, I mean, this run's powerful. This run's plenty powerful. The amplification is going to be good, but just, man, I wish I would have gotten the syringe. That would have been perfect for this episode. And I was dissing it in my last poison episode, so it's like, just low-key would have been nice. It's going to be hard to have consistent poison on the first hero, so, you know, that's really the only issue here with this run. Just like a whacked-out poison build. Just complete shocker poison build. Oops, all poison. You know, wasn't expecting it to be that, but here we are. And I'm not upset about it, you know. It's a good build. But I do feel bad for the person who requested the Jenny's Chain Sickle build. I will get around to it, but I mean, like, as you saw, it's still a roguelite at the end of the day. You're at the mercy and whim of whatever the game throws at you, and it just did not throw Jenny's Chain Sickle at me on this build. Despite my best efforts, it didn't. But, I mean, we still got somewhere very interesting. So let's see how this goes. Bit of a projectile build, but also a bit of a poison build. Also a bit of a giga damage build. The ring on every run, by the way, I didn't even point it out when I picked it up, but there it is. Let's see how it goes. Oh, Mr. First Hero, you're fucking dead, baby. It's not even a question of how I'm gonna win. It's a question. Oh, actually, it's not a question of if I'm gonna win. It's a question of how I'm gonna win. I fucked that up. Ignore that, First Hero. Ignore the flub. I'm still cool. I was just trash talking, man. NBD. All right, he got stunned by that. A bit of a thing that I don't think a lot of people think about when they're thinking about the hunter is his ability to stun on swap, which isn't really super worth writing home about, but it's like worthy of note, I suppose. You know, like it's there. It could be good on certain builds, but whenever I think of the hunter, I don't exactly think of wait, what? You jumped in the air now? What? Okay, I honestly was not expecting that. But I have 10 shots of this, so maybe I should save it for phase 2. Actually, I will. I will save that for phase 2. I'm just going to kill him with Hunter. All right, now we're going to hit him with 10 of those. First of all, I hit him with this, hit him with this. You, my friend, are fucked. Don't knock me into that. Okay, now I'll take it. he was like, please drop the phaser. Please, I'll do anything. And he's like knocking me into the ammo crates that I don't want. What a loser. What a failure. No, he dodged it. Okay, we got another one. You better not fall here. Okay, you're fucked. You should not have done that. He lived! I wasn't using troll. I was saving troll for the next phase. Oh my god, he's invincible there? What the fuck? He's invincible for so long there? Man, you prolonged that, didn't you, sir? Jeez, man. But like we still did not struggle at all against him, obviously. Like this run's very powerful. God, I just wish I had ability to spread poison more, man. Like that's the only piece of the puzzle that this run is missing. Low key though, I do stand by, like in my last poison video, I did not pick up the Chimera thing, and I stand by that decision. It did not do anything on this build. Honestly, really, straight up, not even that good of an item. I'm saying it. Okay, so how am I breaking this windscreen? I think the best thing I have is to shoot this on the perfect. No! I'm washed! Oh my god, my windscreens have sucked for the last 2 videos. Please don't send me down another route of being like just another string of me sucking at windscreens. I don't want that. I don't want that. I tried to shoot the fucking railgun thing on the exact frame I passed, which would have sent me into the wall a little bit, I think. At the very least, it would have had me shooting a laser beam. But no, we're just falling pathetically, like a little twerp. 0 value, 0 entertainment value. GG's. We'll break the next windscreen, hopefully. What a great run, though. Sadly, didn't quite get to the heights I wanted it to. I held on to the basic attack dream for far too long. I should have realized we weren't going down that route and swapped off of like Thieves Armor and this earlier. So now we have this awkwardly here at the end. But other than that, I mean, obviously fucking Fulgent Dawn on every run, which I guess I'm going there now. Fulgent Dawn on every run. Fuck it, right? If the devs aren't going to make Fulgent Dawn balanced, I'm not going to avoid it. I'm just going to take it. But approaching death ×2 is just hilarious. It's like a fucking, like I should have instantly like clicked onto that and been like, okay, we're doing poison now. But I held on to the dream. I just wanted to do a run request for someone, but we'll get there, you know. It'll take some time, but we'll definitely make that run happen. Chimera Fang fucking heritage on every item where they were like, what do we do? I don't know what to do about this one. I guess heritage. This is just another example of that. I am not a fan of this item, for the record. It would have been cool if we had just been able to spread our poison, but nope. And then some courage shenanigans, and obviously the ring on every run. And we did get the poison 4 with a good poison item here, even though I don't even think we were able to spread this consistently. I wasn't paying attention to my buffs. It's possible we never got this above 10% buff. I don't know. But yeah, I have to do a proper non-crit percent hunter run. I've already done one, but I need to do it again to show the non-believers that hunter is just good. Like, you don't need to go down the crit percent build path to make hunter good, even though that is the best build path for hunter. Do not get it twisted. If you're building a hunter and you want the best results, do crit percent. But my point is, it doesn't need to go down that build path to be good. You can do other things with hunter as well. And obviously mummy is great. I don't think anyone questions that at this point. Overall, an excellent run. I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched the end, I do appreciate you. You guys are awesome, and I do appreciate the support I've been getting. We're actually almost to 450 already, which is good. Good lord. 500 is the halfway point to 1,000, which is like the long-term stretch goal. So, very much so still out of reach, but it's not as unrealistic as it used to be. So, very fun, very good. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.